everybody.
All right, ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm great.
You ready? All right, cool. We're doing that.
You're so stupid. I already started it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ultra OK Duelist. I am your host, James. This is my co-host, Damien, and today we are here with Roy.
Hey.
How's it going, Roy?
Good morning.
Thanks for being with us.
Welcome, my boy.
First things first, go down there, give us a like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for when new videos are uploaded. We are still trying to give those pot of greeds away.
We're almost there.
It's a hard thing getting new subscribers.
Yeah. I mean, you're giving away a card that they don't know what it does.
The pot.
Pot agreed?
I do need it. Yeah, I do. Yeah, the pot of greed.
It says draw 2 cards.
No. Yeah, pot. They do. No, pot of greed lets you draw 2 cards. Anyway.
Allegedly.
From where?
Well, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate that. I know you reached out to me after I think I had told you about it, or you had seen it. You had seen one of our
I saw
episodes.
like the first 3 episodes. I was like, I like what you're doing.
Nice.
Different.
Well, I'm glad you do like what we're doing. We do basically stories, long format stories. So if you're into that, then this is a place for you, especially for Yu-Gi-Oh players. It's cool.
Absolutely.
Not very many people are really interested in people's stories.
That's true.
But I definitely am. And we were just talking about, mrballen, the guy that does the stories, the ghost stories that I watch.
Oh, yes.
Okay, he was like, "Oh, you watch mrballen?" I was like, "Yeah." And this is that was partially
Inspiration for it.
Yeah, I got into wanting to do these long format storytelling. So, without any further interruptions, I guess go ahead and tell us how you got started into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, how I got so
Oh, sorry. My bad. Can you go over there and turn that off? I forgot to turn it off, and I can hear it like in the background. Sorry about this.
in the neighborhood. Good job.
Hey, this is just another day. Okay.
Another day, another
Yeah, that fan can be really loud. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I got into it like as a kid, like when it first came on TV. I thought it was really cool, and all kids at that age are like, "Hey, Mom, I need to get them Yu-Gi-Oh cards." And she'll
Can't really.
no, because you're like, "You need Pokemon?" Like, no, Yu-Gi-Oh. And like, I got the Pegasus structure deck with the Toon cards.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out how to play it. I was like, oh, so it's like, the blue eyes Toon, like, so I need Toon World. Like, oh. And then after that, I started just like randomly buying packs, just trying to pull cards, and then like me and the neighborhood kids would play. Like, we didn't know the rules. It was just like whatever the show told us. It was kind of what the rules were.
Everyone has that problem.
Yeah. So, and then I was like really into it. Remember the PlayStation game, Forbidden Memories?
Yeah. No one's talked about that.
That game is so hard.
I had no idea what I was doing on that game.
That game made no sense. It's like you pick one monster and another monster, and then like they fuse into some other random monster.
No, if you ever get a chance to go and try and play this game, I don't know, on a mod or an emulator or whatever, it is not easy. I'm sure we could probably watch a YouTube video.
Maybe I'll just do it on my stream one day.
That game is hard. Like, I was like, because I watched the show and I had the cards, and I was like,
nothing like it.
I was like, okay, I could play this, and I was like, oh, it doesn't work like that. And then like the deck they give you is just like a whole bunch of the random vanillas, and like figure out a way to beat these guys that are supposed to be destroying the world.
And you couldn't even, I don't know if anyone has ever even beaten that game, because
no, there's some speedruns on.
I had no idea.
Oh wow, is there really?
Yeah, like I actually looked it up. I was like, somebody had to beat this game, because I know I didn't. And then like the little serial numbers at the bottom of the cards, like they're like, oh, if you put these cards in, you can have that card.
You can get them in the game.
Nah, not.
I could never figure out how to get that to work, because like I don't know if our serial numbers are different from the ones
from the Forbidden Memories one. Yeah. So apparently that was like before like. I guess
standardized.
Yeah, standardized. So like the cards didn't match in that database. So like until like they started putting it like on the handhelds and everything, that's when they started to match.
Okay, well that game never made any sense. So
it didn't. It was, but that was like besides the TV show and those are my introductions. Besides playing like back Sand Pit You.
All right.
Oh, well,
right on.
I have a shinier card and the bigger monster, so like
I win,
right? And then like we didn't. Like, we put, like, the fusion monsters in the main deck and stuff, and didn't know how. Until, like, the Battle City arc, where they gave out standard rules about tributing stuff.
And then you started following the
rules. I played it as a kid.
And then you try to steal their best card in the deck.
Right. Like, we had a little thing in my neighborhood like that. Like, we would duel, like, we had, like, different places. Like, we'd duel, like, on the green boxes in the neighborhood and stuff. And it'd be, like, a Tuesday through Saturday kind of a thing. Or, like, if the bus driver wasn't driving over all the bumps, we'll try to duel on the back of the bus.
In the back of the bus, ain't no way. Ain't no way cars be bouncing up and everything.
Yeah, so that's how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then like I kind of like got away from it like as I got like in my adolescence, like 10 through like 14, because like I was in middle school.
Yeah.
And I picked up sports. I started playing football and track and all that other stuff. And my friends from like the other schools didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I was like, oh, well, let's just get used to playing football and doing all this other stuff. And then like when I remember like I think it was like my freshman or sophomore year in high school, I was just in the library waiting for my mom to pick me up, and I saw some dudes playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On the table, and I was like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, and then the game completely changed. 'Cause I was like, what are these white cards?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Synchro. So I was like, it's a Synchro.
Yeah.
And then like, oh,
the hell is that?
They're like, yeah, you got to go watch the show. And I was like, well, it's called 5Ds, because like I watched GX, but obviously, and then I went and watched 5Ds, and that was like when they only had like the first season subbed, and then like you had to go on YouTube to find the dub version. It was like, 5Ds episode 2, episode 2, 1 out of 3. So it was like in 3 different parts for some weird reason.
Probably right
reason. But yeah, that's how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Who's your favorite character in GX?
In GX?
I want to guess. Wait, real quick. I want to guess. Let's say it can't be any of the main characters. I don't believe it is. It's probably one of the side characters, but I'm going to say Zane. I know he's one of the main characters, but I'm going to say Zane is probably one.
It's Zane.
I don't even know who Zane is. We never watched
He's
GX.
the guy that plays the Cyber Dragon.
He's a Cyber Dragon.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
He's
and if not him, forgot his name, but buddy that played the chemistry deck.
Oh, okay. I don't remember his name either.
I don't remember his name either, but
He would be one of the
Hydreigon.
Yeah, the Hydreigon.
Yeah, see, that was my favorite guy in GX. And then like I played it from like freshman to junior year, and then I didn't come back until the pandemic because side, and I was just on Hulu, and I was like, I'm gonna rewatch you. So I was like, oh wow. I was like, I don't remember this.
You just got like a nostalgia.
Yeah, I got a nostalgia high, and I was like, oh, let me try to play. And then like I googled, I was like, online simulators, and like downloaded EDO. Okay, let me figure out how these cards work. People were doing assortment, like people having like 2-minute combos. And then like
I don't remember it being like this at all.
I don't remember anything. I remember like I went to the Small Heroes off of Pat Booker and was like, I'm trying to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then they were like, oh yeah, dude. They pointed me to the Frozen Chain structure deck, which I know you had an experience with too. I remember you trying to build it.
Yo, ice bears?
The ice bear, yeah.
Oh,
I
don't like ice bears.
I was told.
I'm surprised you remember that, because most people don't even know
I remember
that I played that deck.
I tried it myself, and I remember
we were trying to push that deck pretty hard.
I didn't even know
the deck sucked.
I just I knew what Synchro summoning was, because obviously I watched 5Ds, but like from like so I graduated in 13, so like this was like a 10-year hiatus. Didn't know what a Link summon was. Didn't know what XC summon was. And then I asked someone like, what does pendulums do? And they're like, bro, don't even worry about it. You don't need it. Like, oh, okay, well this.
They kind of murdered
It's
them.
kind of the same way with me, because I still don't know what fucking pendulums do.
I mean,
They kind of murdered pendulums.
They do a lot, but
just like I know they summon each other.
Yeah, so that's how I got back playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Since like the pandemic. I've been playing consistently since.
Yeah, and I know I met you when we started going back.
Yeah.
That I remember. That was like almost about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Not
it
long,
was.
about 2 years ago. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So, where do you normally play at?
Where do I normally play at?
Well, here in San Antonio.
Here in
anyway.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
Like I live on the northeast side, and like, being that local starts at like 7.
Yeah.
Means like I would have to drive places.
That's true.
Traffic in San Antonio has been so horrendous, so like I try to like stay like towards my side of town. So like I play at Small Heroes off of Pat Booker on Sundays.
Yeah.
Before I started my new work schedule, I used to go to the 3 o'clock tournament at Big Heroes on Saturdays, and then like every so often, because my brother he goes to school in Seguin, so like I would go to All Stars out there.
Okay.
So like it's a 2-for-1. I get to hang out with him before like the tournament starts.
How is All Stars?
All Stars.
We only been there once, so
It's a great place actually. Like the owner, he's a really cool guy. The TOs are really good. They always do prize, like I think it's like a pack per win.
Yeah.
And then they do raffles. Depending on how big the tournament is, like if it's like I guess like 15, like I would say 14 plus, like they even order pizza. They order us food and stuff. If they have case tournaments, like it's a really cool place. You know, I guess it's the small town hospitality kind of thing, but All Stars is actually a really great place. So if you're on, you say you, I'm assuming you live on the north side.
I do.
Yeah, you could just take 78 and go straight there. I mean, you ain't even got to get on I-10.
Which you will not do.
Yeah, because most of the time I'm just working, and when I get off of work,
I completely understand the same way.
I don't do anything.
Pieces out into.
Or I stream. I do that.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Absolutely. Let's see. Where else do I play? That's from also like I.
Why not? Why do you? So you only play at the Small Heroes, but what keeps you out of playing other card games? If you don't mind me asking that.
Other card games?
Yeah, stuff outside of Yu-Gi-Oh.
So I've had some friends that try to get me like into Commander and stuff, and like me personally,
Magic
that keeps me away from other card games because like I get like obsessed on trying to learn it. So like I've already kind of put a lot of time into Yu-Gi-Oh and money, unfortunately. I mean, we all have that kind of struggle.
Yeah.
So I told my friends, I was like, yeah, once I'm like done with Yu-Gi-Oh, like I'll probably look at another, because I don't think I have enough time and money to feed two habits.
I felt that.
Yeah, that's
to have two habits. Yeah,
I have two habits or this,
we have most of our friends have
multiple
ones.
Yeah, so like
I'm like, how the heck do you
me and
keep
James
up with
just,
all these? Yeah,
I mean,
like so
my old habits.
Yu-Gi-Oh is like my card game of choice, but like I'm also a video game player, so like that's like I guess my other poison per se.
I love games.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Armored Core 6 to drop.
Which one is it?
Armored Core.
Armored Core.
I think I only played the first one. That game's old.
Old, yeah. I mean, it is old, but Armored Core 6 comes out at the end of October, in August. So.
Okay. Well, if any of y'all want to play some Armored Core, Roy's here. Knows
everybody
how to play
mechs, right? Yeah, I mean, you don't get to play. I haven't played a mech game in years. So.
No, I'm not really proficient in a lot of games. I usually play
just Call of Duty.
2 games. Call of Duty and Halo, and that's like basically
explosions. I like robots, so I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense. So then you like that? You like Titanfall when that came out?
Titanfall was like one of my favorite games.
Yeah. Titanfall is. A really
I feel like
game.
they didn't. It had so much more potential.
Yeah,
like
they killed
EA
it.
didn't do their justice with it.
No, it came and went.
Which they're doing that with Apex now. I don't know if you play Apex, but
I played it a little.
Yeah, I mean they have like a lot of characters from Titanfall.
Oh, okay.
I'm in there because they have Ash in there now, but her robot form.
Okay, because I know jumping out of a robot and jumping onto someone else's robot to blow it up, and while your robot's killing somebody else.
Pretty cool.
So it just goes on like autopilot mode or something?
Yeah, I never like it runs.
Never played Titanfall?
It runs around and shoots while you're doing like you could be running on a wall like
for wall riding and doing all this crazy stuff.
Like off of Call of Duty, like how you ran on the walls and start shooting and throw a grenade on a guy and
and then do you throw your grenade on the wall, do a little wall bounce, get that extra boost, and start go flying?
Yeah. Now you're gonna get into the technicality of it.
No, it's just really cool.
Okay, the streamer in him's coming out. Okay? Yeah, you gotta watch out.
So we were talking about you were telling me about this other shop that's trying to get OTS.
Yeah, it's ready to play. It's off of Nacogdoches.
I think this story would relate to like players maybe in other cities that the stores are trying to get.
Trying to get because the community is very diverse and like obviously like there's levels to like everything. So like there's highly competitive environments and there's more casual environments, or like just for like Yu-Gi-Oh's sake, like how in GX there's the 3 different houses. So you would say like the shenanigans of the world is the Obelisk Blue House, and then we'll just work it and then we'll work our way down. I can't list off the other ones. Just I'm
a Slifer Slacker for sure.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite color is red, so if I'll probably be a Slifer Slacker.
Well, I like Obelisk. I wish I was as good.
Yeah.
I wish I was a calibered player to be in Obelisk Blue, but I am not.
So I just feel like they're a really good store, and the guy there, he's really cool. He has a whole bunch of product. He said he has like guys come by just to play, but he said he's really trying to like get like OTS certified, but he said he needs a crowd. So
Yeah, and that happens with a lot of stores. We had a store here off of what is it?
It's,
Vance Jackson.
the card
Yeah,
house one.
Vance
Yeah,
Jackson.
House
Yeah,
of
I remember.
Cards.
Yeah, House of Cards. I
Okay,
remember it
and
too.
He's still selling product. If
yeah,
y'all
he still
want.
sells
Shout out
product
to
and
him.
stuff. And if y'all ever want stuff to be reserved, if y'all are here in San Antonio anyway, he's more
He's
than
really good
happy
at reserving stuff.
to
Just give
reserve
him a
it
call.
for you. The problem I think that we were having there was there wasn't any software to run the tournaments on. So that was becoming an issue. You can't just if you can't just sign someone up real easily and not make it last longer than it's supposed to last, then that'll become an issue, or at least that's what we were seeing as an issue. And I'm not saying that's a terrible problem to have, but it can create a sense of
Yeah,
like,
it can be
chaotic.
Like once it like get more people, it's bigger. It causes discord between people because like organization is what keeps things moving.
Yeah,
That is
and
true.
also the spacing in there was some people they weren't happy with like how big it was.
Yeah.
They wanted to be more spacious. So
Yeah, because
there's a lot of
some
factors.
Yu-Gi-Oh players are pretty big.
yeah, there's a lot of random factors that'll keep people from. yeah, they are. Not that I'm saying anything.
We
but,
love y'all.
There's a
We're
lot
here
of
as a
random little
community.
factors that'll keep people from
Yeah,
wanting to
absolutely.
even participate in certain tournaments or even try a new store out.
Yeah, I just feel
'cause
like, you know-
experiences doing it with other stores have not been favorable for them.
Yeah, but I feel like like Rome wasn't built in a day. So like
Correct.
if you're there to help like build the groundwork and see it take off, it's a beautiful thing in most situations. Like you could say like a lot of the other stores that have like started popping up and are having like a good turnout and everything,
Yeah.
they didn't always have that good turnout. So
sure.
like it, some people just don't like, they want to go to the store and expect it to be running efficient and perfect like the other stores that have been doing it and
For like years.
for years.
And according to ex-player on what was it on San Antonio Yu players or whichever one of them was, they don't even, the ones that are established don't run very well
Yeah.
at the moment anyway, so it's not like you're going to get that consistency no matter what. But I was telling you, I think one of the benefits at some of these stores we have, like Shenanigans and Geeked Out and Heroes Hideout, is they've all branched off of one central location where they created a friend base that then took the player base to those areas with them
Yeah, to make it.
more, so they had more, people
base.
showing up.
Which everybody just has their.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't even know what word I was gonna say. I forgot.
Of course you did. So yeah, they were able to draw in more players because their friends were there.
Yeah, because because word of mouth is how everything
Yeah.
spreads. Like, hey, this is a good place. You should come out. So,
And so you're like,
True.
what's his promotion on? Does he promote it?
he
On,
doesn't necessarily promote it because he doesn't feel like, because like he said, he needs a base to
Yeah.
like promote it too. So like the guys that show up, I guess they don't necessarily promote it, but like because I'd be riding down the street and I saw it and I walked in there and I buy product and from time to time I just talk to him. He's like, yeah, I'm really looking into getting it going and all this other stuff. And I was like, well,
It's a very tough crowd.
it's a tough crowd to try to get into. Cause,
Well, I think you do need to go out there and at least put a,
Yeah, you
a
gotta put
particular
it in there.
day and be like, hey, if we get this many players, we can
do something.
do something, and at least keep putting it out there every week. And you may have 4 players show up one day, run a tournament. It's not like you have to meet a certain number.
You just gotta just get it going.
Just
like,
get it
the
going.
feel
Yeah,
of it.
exactly. So I think you can start there, and the more times throughout the week that someone's scrolling through Facebook on our
they'll see
local
it.
pages here, and they see that there's a tournament going on, the more likelihood they
Yeah,
might
they'll
just
pop
show
up.
up, and then you'll start getting some traction. So I guess I would say for you, if you want to go and float that towards them, I guess you can probably start getting something going there.
Mhm.
But if no one knows about it, no one's going to be able to show up, or no one would show up. Like I didn't even know that was even going on until
Yeah.
you told me just today.
So
So you only play locally then, just at the local stores.
yeah, for most part, my work schedule doesn't like really allow me to like go to like the regional events.
Yeah.
Like I went to the regional event here in San Antonio.
That was fun.
It was fun. I wish we would have another one because I keep looking at the regional schedule and
And
like
we're not getting any.
we haven't got one. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
And I think that has to do with the location. I think
Yeah,
they
as
failed.
a lot of people are trying to fight here in San Antonio right now with who's trying to run the locals,
I feel like
regionals.
I feel like we should just like. I feel like that's just hurting us. Like
Yeah.
It is hurting us because it's
Do you
like
think there'd
Geeked
be
Out
one
wants to
central
do
place?
it. Heroes has been the one doing it consistently.
Yeah, but people
And
complain about
now
the seating.
Shenanigans is trying
Yeah.
to do it too.
Well, here's a seating arrangement from what we saw in the pictures. They're gonna have chairs just like Geeked Out has.
Okay.
So
Alright,
they're gonna
so-
have the same kind of setup like that. They're not gonna have those thick chairs or whatever that Shenanigans has, but they are gonna have similar chairs to what Geeked Out has.
Mhm.
So we saw those in the pictures the other day that Pete showed us.
Oh, I can't wait till that place opens up. It's
So
gonna
yeah,
be closer.
we're looking forward to
Yeah,
going and
absolutely.
checking
me
that
too.
place
Boardwalk
out.
Parkway right down the way.
Yeah, he said it's yeah, exactly.
Especially, it's like I can just come here and just hang out, and then we go there.
And then we're less than a mile away from there, I think.
Yeah.
Or just about 2 miles, underneath 2 miles, so we'll be able to go do
So
that. But so what did you place there at the regional?
Let's see, what did I place? I was like, so if I would have won my last round, I would have topped. So like, I think I got like 57th or something like that.
Out of like, what I think if we were talking,
It was like,
was it one of the
oh-
recent ones that just happened? The last one that just happened?
No, like this was one last one in San Antonio. I haven't like went out to a regional since that.
Okay, so that one was probably the last one you played in.
That was
Yeah.
the one I played in.
Yeah,
So
like-
there was only like, I think it was less than 300.
Yeah, I know. Like I know.
It was
Yeah,
it was like 270.
yeah, because I know the guy I lost to in the last round. He got 25th. So I was like, oh, would have won. I would have topped.
Yeah.
Dang.
The person I lost to, I would have. He got
What were you
top
playing?
20.
I was playing Branded.
Brandon?
Yeah.
Ew.
And this was before it got all like full power, so.
No, Branded Fusion was out, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah, Branded Fusion was out. So
But all the other, all the
other,
extra stuff.
Yeah, all the
Being
other
able to do
stuff,
all the
the
locking and stuff.
Cartesias
Yeah.
and locks.
Making all that happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I was playing a 50 card list of you're going second.
It was 50. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Are you one of them people that it has to be strictly 40?
No,
No.
Okay. All right.
I can't. I mean, sometimes there's certain
Yeah,
decks I'm
you're a
like,
40 Nazi.
I need that 40 because it's
40
consistent.
Nazi.
40 Nazis.
Hey, consistency is king in this game.
And it really is.
41 is fun.
Yeah, I play.
I
Like
think
40
42 is like my favorite.
Yeah, I like playing 40, anywhere between 42 and 45.
My
I
thing
don't know why I
is,
just
if you
do.
play 42, 42, and then if it's like 43, you got to go to 45. And then if it's 45, you might as well just like find another cards that do.
Just go straight to 60.
Gotta go straight to 60 because 50 is just a bad place. And I learned that tournament. I remember one game opened up like 3 super polys. I was like, oh wow, this.
How
like,
is this
Delightful.
possible, dude?
3 super polys, a droplet, and a tragedy going first. I was like,
that's
oh,
fun.
this is not fun. Let's.
So in
this-
turn 2, you were playing with. Was it just you were relying wholly on the super polys for game
No,
two,
well then-
for turn 2, or were you using like other board breakers?
other board breakers. Like I had I made the droplets. I made super poly. I had triple T, kaijus.
You were playing
Kaijus are
kaijus?
strong.
I played 2 of them. Just hoping I saw one. I was like,
Never
hey.
seen them.
No, I saw them. That's the thing. Like I draw in a 50 card deck, and you draw it. And I was like, oh, this guy stayed glued to my hand. And then like I had like you said before the gimmick puppet lock. I was playing the Christia lock with because I had like a bigger, I guess, Despy engine.
So they're all fair. Most
They
of
were
those
all
are fairies,
fairies, and I was using the first Dark Lord. So I would send the first Dark Lord off of Branded Fusion with Albion, and then if I had enough fairies to go for the lock, I would do it. So like I would brand it in red into the first Dark Lord, and then use his effect to bring out Christia from the grave, and then you can't target either one of them because Dark Lord protects himself.
Okay.
So like if they didn't have like Dark Really No Droplet, it was kind of like a handshake kind of situation. I pulled it
Game's
off.
over.
Yeah, I pulled it off like 2 or 3 times in the tournament. I was like, okay, it works sometimes.
No,
Well, if it had worked the last time, you would have topped.
Yeah, but it worked the last time.
Was that
Also,
your first regional?
that was the first regional I went to. I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just here to have
Overall
fun.
thoughts then, like how it works and everything.
It was cool. It was well ran.
You lasted longer than James, so
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
because James dropped out.
I was done by round 3, I think.
Seats.
Or round
So I would have
The
got
seating sucked, but
Oh, it
everybody
was?
said that.
They almost
yeah,
kicked me out
basically you're
because I
like
had a
side to
pillow.
side on everybody, huh?
They almost kicked me out because I brought a pillow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I literally heard the judges talking about it.
I'm like, because them seats was painful.
Oh
After
yeah, they
one
were really
round, I was
bad.
sitting on like one of the broken seats. I was
Those
like,
seats have been painful for a very, 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 very long time. Definitely one of the main reasons why people have branched off and done their own thing.
and I respect
I would
it.
say that
The
that was
seats.
one of those driving factors is that the place never changed. And I mean, also like once you get older and you're capable, you know, like I was saying, a lot of the people I met there were like teenagers when I met them.
Yeah.
So now they're getting older and they want to find
out,
something that they want to do, and you know, starting a business, I guess, isn't a terrible thing to do. So if you have the means and the ability to do that, go ahead and do that. What types of Yu-Gi-Oh cards do you like?
Well, because you already said
Playing.
I am a fusion guy, because that's, you know, I guess because, you know, I'm an older person. That's what I remember is the purple cards.
Yeah,
I
love
play
fusions.
branded.
Purple cars go bird.
Yeah, I play brand like my.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I play branded. My other deck of choice that it's actually playable again.
Alter guys.
Yeah,
Oh god.
I'm a Geist Gremlin. I'd like to say.
Are you playing that now?
Yeah, I actually am. I found I like Secret Villages spellcasters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Metaverse into that is full combo. Yeah. See, like you resolve Metaverse and you summon Multi-Faker with the Secret Village on board. Unless they're playing a spellcaster based deck, then it's kind of a handshake too. So
I mean, I
There's
don't
not
know
very
anybody
many
that's
right now
playing
that
with
play.
any spellcasters
Except
right
branded.
now. Yeah, but they only play like a few.
they play enough to get it out.
Yeah, and it's pretty consistent, I guess. If you were to say,
I mean,
not
like
just
you can't
drawing
use
it, but-
fusion deployment to get to it.
Yeah.
So I mean, but it's yeah, I like Geist. I am a fusion player for most part. I guess Synchro semi, because like I played during the beginning of the Synchro era.
You were telling me that you thought Konami's favorite.
Konami's favorite summoning
Or-
mechanic
yeah, mechanic.
is Synchro summoning,
So why do you believe that?
because they give it like the most like ridiculous things. Like so,
You're
like,
saying like the okay, so like you're talking about the power that.
yeah, like they give it the most broken stuff. So like.
I would say that I'm starting to believe your argument on that, because if you look at like something like Baron or the Despian or
Baron
Chaos.
Whistler.
Chaos and
Yeah,
These cards are, like, really strong.
Chaotic Dran. He's
Yeah.
banned for a reason. Like he mill 5,
yeah,
or like so like the thing with, you know, like I guess they try to like curve the efficiency to keep up with like Lynx and XCs. So like remember you needed a tuner and a non-tuner.
no, you don't.
Sword Soul made their own tuners, which was like
Broken.
wow, like
That
so
deck is
broken.
still broken.
Which is like bullshit. I was like, this is
exactly like you make your own tuners. So like boom. See what else?
Honestly, now I'm starting to see it.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
what I'm
started-
saying. Like now
started
that
to think,
now
like,
that we got,
you make
like, I
your
told him
own
to keep that in
tuners.
your pocket. I want to talk about this on the show because I was like, I don't see it. I don't see what he's talking about. But now that
Baron?
you're saying it,
Baron is a generic one at that.
Yeah.
What's the other one that really the rank or X Synchro 11?
oh yeah, Psychic End Punisher.
Second game
That
Punisher.
fucking
Dude,
card.
you- you
now
sucks.
convinced me that they do favor
the
synchroing.
new thing that try to cheat out the Calamity guy.
Yeah.
The Crimson Dragon thing.
Mhm.
The revolutions where now you can synchro summon from hand. Like
That's
then-
a thing. What the fuck?
So Revolution Synchron, you haven't seen this one. It's one of the newer cards, right?
yeah, it's one of
Nexus.
the newer cards.
If you're gonna synchro, you can synchro with it into a dragon. I think. is
yeah,
what it
to a
is.
synchro dragon.
So you can use it from your hand as long as you're synchroing into a synchro dragon.
And then you could bring it back as a level 1
Yeah.
and use it as
Oh, that's annoying.
yeah.
So yeah, the
So
mechanic for it
like
is gonna be annoying.
they give it a lot of broken stuff, and my argument was like the one time Konami tried to make, because like they love like they give fusion like the stuff like branded fusion and everything,
Yeah.
because it's the least efficient archetype because it takes the most cards to get to your end goal. So the one time they try to make the fusion mechanic as efficient as the other mechanics, they broke the game
Yeah.
with Tears. Like Tears
Oh,
were
that's true.
Yeah.
like Tears were just as efficient as Synchro. Like, oh, they shuffle back their material.
Yeah.
Which
they-
tier is still pretty good right now.
Yeah, they're still pretty good.
Mhm.
Like when all the girls are at 3 and everything, and Kid Kalos was the thing.
It was
You send to grave, you fuse with the materials in the field, in the grave, or in your hand,
yeah.
and then you get other stuff based off of what goes to the grave. Like it was the most efficient archetype, and it just happened to be a fusion archetype.
Yeah.
But once they killed that, which is still consistent now because of all the other support that came out in the lore, it's
I think
it's
being
some-
able to use that trap card to get to your field spell has actually been very
exactly. So like
very
it's
useful.
just so, but synchro summoning just has a whole bunch of ridiculousness going on, or like the TG Wonder Magician thing, where like as soon as it's summoned, when this resolves, you could synchro summon into something else, or the new Assault or the Stardust Excel Synchron.
Yeah.
Cell
You know,
Dragon.
you've convinced me right now.
Like, they
I think
love-
that you are absolutely
They
right.
love them some synchro summoning. I'm not complaining, but it's just like, oh, we see where your favorites are.
It feels like I would say
felt
that it's also unfair to be able to just play a spell card and just dump cards from the deck. But I mean, the fact that you can just easily ash that, and it's really hard to stop a synchro.
Yeah, you can if both of them are on the board, it's getting there.
Yeah.
So you got to stop
Or
one.
like how, like you were saying with that other synchron that you can use from your hand.
Yeah.
Now, how do you stop that unless you have a board presence already?
Like if you have a board,
There's no hand trap that'll stop that.
there's no hand trap that stops. Hey, what's in your hand? You can't use it.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you have you would have to have a board presence. You have to have like mind drain or something. I don't know, but
Already established something. on the
exactly. But
board
if
to
you're
use
going
it.
second against some nonsense like that, you're probably just gonna hope they don't get to Baron before summon 5 and throw new. Other than that, I don't know how you stop that.
It's just
Like,
wild.
I mean, like,
Honestly, that argument.
Yeah, no. And then like the cards that they do use to get to these synchro. I mean, if you don't even have to have them because you can have like 3 copies of that same card.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't even have to use something that digs your deck to get to it, so you can automatically go straight into the synchroing right off the bat without even having to play something that'll try and attempt to
That is
add
so
or do
annoying.
something. Whereas like Brand of Fusion, you know, should all fusion those cards.
yeah,
but
that's cool.
when they have
but,
that
I mean,
kind of
I mean,
type.
you can ash it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just one
They can
card.
be ashed. Instead of being place these monsters in the graveyard. When they make a fusion card that says place them in the graveyard, but as an effect,
Yeah.
so it can still trigger grave effects or whatever. Then
Like I know,
it's-
like it's gotten to the point where like branded players are starting to adopt the synchro cards that are in the lore. Because we all got Ash PTSD.
Ash is a strong card, and
Ash
especially
is-
when they know you're playing branded.
Oh yeah, they're gonna put it.
Oh,
in.
they're gonna save it. They're not gonna save it for any other effect.
They'll let you do whatever. You could search the whole deck. You could fix your credit score. Ash.
Branded fusion. Nah, fam.
Nah, they literally said this.
You have your 401k. Everything's all set up.
You could have cooked them dinner. All that during your turn. Branded fusion, Ash. And the thing is, they always have it. Like, they always. That's like my like 80% of the time they always have Ash. I'm like, okay, let's.
I love Ash. That card's strong.
Do you think Ash should be banned?
No, not at all. I'm not one of them.
Reduced to 2?
It's fine.
No, I'm
It's
messing
just-
with you.
Honestly,
that
I don't
card's
think Ash is
incredibly
that
fair.
bad. Triple T's right now is like very big into our meta right now, which is kind of annoying.
Like if they do something else and then like you use triple T and look at their hand and take the Ash out.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling. But like,
I mean, the only thing I would have done is that if they triple T or if they ash
Most
you,
people opt to draw cards though.
yeah, because
I think
people
if you wanna build a
because you
board
can just
instead of-
activate branded fusion again if you have another one in hand.
No,
No.
I think it has to be negated.
negate it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
negated?
Yeah,
And
they
Ash
just
only
negated the
negates the
effect and then
effect.
negate the
Yeah, the
activation.
whole card has to be negated.
That makes sense. My
But I mean, it does happen. Sometimes they only have a Baron or something to stop you, so
Yeah.
it'll get negated, and then you can just, I'll do another one. Bloop. I know, because Alfredo's done it to me when I negated with Baron, and he's like,
Let's
dig
think
for
about
another
it.
one. Here's another one for you.
Yeah.
So, do you have any last shout outs or any last things you want to talk about?
Let's see. Others I like to talk about. So, because I see Damien over there gave me the side about Brandon. So, what do you like to play?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you seem like you haven't really known what we've been talking about. What?
I know. So the thing I like, my favorite type of decks. I don't know. I like Exceeds and Links. Links are just go hard. But I do like Synchros because Synchros are really fun too.
Golden Child.
Basically, but majority of the time I'm just playing with Exceeds or Links. I'm not really playing with anything else because they just go with my combos really well, and it's pretty fun just to do whatever the fuck I want.
And I'm all about whatever I can play at the time is what I'm going to do. But I prefer to use what's in my main deck as my main driver.
You're like you're the mad scientist.
He's the guy that just likes to be
No,
like.
I was
putting
just showing
random
him.
shit
Okay, so I
together.
was just showing him. He was asking me what I was playing recently.
God.
So I just showed him the deck on the.
Did you
the
see
simulator.
replays of it?
Yeah, I was sitting
Yeah.
there like, you don't know what to stop. Ouch.
Yeah,
Unless you, like, that seems like the only thing I was thinking was like, troll.
yeah. And even then, it's like draw. You hit one card, but it's like okay, I can still kind of like maybe set these
You
cards
can make
and then
something.
do something.
Like, especially
Yeah.
if you have Chimera Fusion already. At least you have some kind of interruption.
Yeah.
on it.
So the deck I'm playing for everyone watching, I'm using Kashtira because I mean I'm not gonna stop using them. I'm using Kashtira, I'm using the new what are they called?
Illusion.
The Vanquish, Vanquish Souls and Illusion Beasts. So I got all 3 of those in there, and then I'm playing a bunch of hand traps.
And it's only like 45 cards.
And it's it's only 40.
It's 40.
Yeah. I got it down to 40 because I think that helps with because you have those 3 archetypes in there and you have to create some sort of consistency out of that.
It's like you'll negate his first plays, and then after that he's just gonna bring out the fucking souls.
Yeah.
And then after that he's just gonna bring out the.
And I still use the cash as the main engine because if you don't stop the cash, we're going full cash. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean you're just gonna sit on the rise hard.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
The card. I hate that card.
But
I mean,
there's some games where I'm playing, they're like, what the
So
fuck is this?
Yeah,
No, the last 2 tournaments I played in, people were like, what are you freaking playing,
I mean,
dude?
but hey, Rise Hard's a fair card.
It is.
Allegedly.
Well, it gets
I mean,
outed so quickly
I
now.
mean, the macro Cosmo.
I mean,
effect,
a lot of people are playing back row hate.
It's the other
Or hate.
effect of Rise Hard that I see why people complain about it.
Yeah.
But the macro is fine because Dark Law is a card.
Yeah.
Macro Cosmo is at 3. So
If you can't, I mean, yeah, no one's doing anything with those things unless you're playing basically heroes.
or floodgate.
Or yeah, exactly, as a floodgate.
So.
But yeah, I think the deck, it works out all right. We're gonna play it again later today. I think we're going to the Wednesday tournament here.
Because you have work.
I'm gonna
tonight,
see how it
don't you?
works.
I sure do.
Yeah, work tonight.
Funny part,
Oh
I
yeah,
was
shout out
supposed
to
to work
your
tonight.
sister, by the way.
Yeah, I have an uncle.
He just became an uncle. He's a first time uncle, so
Oh.
congratulations.
Yeah, I need
Forgot to mention that
Yeah, I
earlier.
need to get a fanny pack and a fedora. Gotta start dressing like an uncle.
Yes.
Are you gonna teach them how to play Yu-Gi-Oh?
She had a daughter, so I'm a teacher. Probably a control deck.
You're to make her just like.
they do play control decks like
Yeah,
that.
women let them play
Bro, control decks are
Anyway,
wild.
female players they do.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
So oppressive decks, like, oh yeah. No.
Yeah, you're not
My
playing
way.
Yu-Gi-Oh today.
No.
You can't do anything.
Can't do anything unless you ask, and then I got interruptions.
Just to be difficult.
Set 5 pass, go burn.
Yep.
Sometimes.
I like to
Who's,
set 7.
And that's what what's his name's wife loves playing control decks up at Little Heroes. So you're
Brittany.
constantly, Brittany. You're constantly having to deal with control deck.
I remember she was heavy on Mystic Mind.
I remember.
Oh,
mad
yes.
playing
It
She was
was
playing
the-
Mystic Mind Burn, right?
That was the main reason why I was like iffy on whether or not I wanted to go to Little
Like,
Heroes.
I ain't gonna like, I used to play Alter Guys. I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to play this, and I was like, I'm just gonna stick to playing Alter Guys because at least I got a way to out it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can bounce it back, or I can sit on just a Mel-U-Seek pass and be making Mel-U-Seek be play the Mystic
Rip
Mind
a card
game.
out of your hand too.
Yeah, I just didn't. Yeah, that Mystic Mind stuff is bad. That wasn't bad as Runic. I feel like the
Runic
card-
is really annoying.
Runic is another.
One card literally make you scoop the entire game. Just
Like,
game 2.
Demise of the
shit.
land into Mystic Mind.
You got
You just gotta scoop game 1 because most people don't main the back row hate.
No, I don't. I mean, I think I should be playing some Cosmic Cyclones. But I usually end up, I'm thinking like when I draw them, I don't need them. And when I need them, I
You
do
don't
not
draw
have
them.
them. So like, what is the point? I might as well just play to what the strengths of what I can do
And then you
in my side deck. And
and
it
then
just
you
comes out.
activate it trying to push for game, and you hear Yu-Gi-Oh players that is time in the round.
Yeah. And that's another thing, yeah, the amount it costs to,
That's
the amount
wild.
I would say, I mean, I guess I would play an MST because I don't think anyone's really trying to stop.
I heard MST negates. Is that true?
Yeah. Well, see, now MST doesn't work either, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're playing against Unchained and they get destroyed,
Oh, yeah,
you
then
destroy
they
one of the
just
back row, then you have like a card that you're unsure of wanting to play against every deck. No, they can't do
And
it,
they
but
float
Unchained started
regardless
play
if they're
against.
vanished or not. Just
Yeah.
they float too.
So I just opt out of destroying back row in general. I took because I saw the Unchained was becoming a thing. None of my you didn't really catch a glimpse of the side deck or whatever, but there's no back row hate in there.
Not evenly?
It's just all evenly
Even if back row
Dark
hate.
Ruler.
Even
Well, I
like
mean,
just
it's not going to
everything
destroy
like
it
that.
though.
Yeah.
So if you are playing
Sense.
against a random Unchained player
Okay.
with the back row, you don't have to.
Hatronate.
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe something to think about. Hey, Trunade. What other cards do you think are
Jesus.
viable in the meta right now that no one's playing?
Viable in the meta right now. And nobody is playing. So before I came here, I was sitting there because like I was trying to do something with the illusion archetype too, because the Chimera card says that you could banish and summon a beast or a fiend or illusion from your graveyard.
Yeah,
And I was sitting there and I was like, that's like a way to cheat out Nat Beast.
If it's already been summoned properly.
Yeah, you got to summon it properly.
Yeah.
I was like, that was
So
like,
how are you going to play into the Synchro and then get the Nat?
yeah,
Beast
like
in
I was thinking, because I had to go back and read the cards. I was like,
Yeah.
fusion armament into Nat Beast and then fuse it away and then bring it back. And I was like, I don't think I could do that. But I got to test it on you.
You should.
I know, and I will definitely bring you back the results because you got Nat Beast.
He's just gonna bring his whole deck and he's gonna sit down
I mean,
in front of us and he's
when
gonna be
you
like,
start reading the cards,
play.
Damien, there's a lot of like really cool
Yeah, 'cause it says
ways
bring
to
back a
cheat
beast.
something. Yeah,
And fusion armament says you can special summon it from the extra deck. So I was like, it's just negated while it's on the field for that turn.
but does it say synchro summon it or special summon? Because
I
it
think
has to be
it's special.
properly
Yeah, I think
summoned
it's-
in
so it
order
has
to
to be
bring it back
synchro
from the
summoned.
graveyard.
Yeah,
So I can see how that could be maybe a way to
be
play
a thing.
into the Nat Beast in that deck specifically. Also, it won't be able to get. I think people are going to play DD Crow more
Yeah,
I think
you
going
want to start
forward-
hitting spells
because now you can hit the spell card, and you have to be able to do that for every deck. So you might be seeing DD Crow more often. Maybe I don't
You're talking
know.
about that one deck that basically can't be targeted.
No. It's just like things that are happening in the graveyard now.
like you want to banish a card instead of just a monster.
Yeah,
like,
because
with a
now if
Bestial.
you allow them to get the fusion back, they can utilize it more than once in one turn. The what is it called? The Chimera fusion. So you want to be able to DD Crow it if you want to get rid of it and just get that out of the way. Or if they use the dude's effect to special something, it doesn't have to be a dark monster. So you can't Bestial it. So now you have to choose whether or not you want to DD Crow the monster that they're probably going to bring out or whatever.
I'm just trying to think
Or
of a
just
deck
hit the
that adds
spell
a lot
card.
of spells.
I don't know. I think DD Crow might be played
Yeah,
more.
DD Crow is definitely gonna be
If
played
that deck
more.
starts being more annoying, and
It's
it
gonna be
still
more annoying.
it still can hurt branded because
Yeah.
branded
Like when you banish.
I don't think-
I mean, if you just banish any of their follow-up
Yeah.
pieces, or
well mostly because you can play that same deck chaos that the Chimera stuff can be played in the branded
brand
deck.
I was
Branded
like, literally,
fusion is-
branded's been a thing for a while.
Branded is
I want
about
that
to-
shit to die already.
Damn, bro.
Fuck that.
Why? It's the only. It's a purple deck. You gotta love the purple
The
decks.
purple deck's annoying.
Yeah, it's not
That's
even.
the guy
I
that
mean,
plays
It's not that annoying.
It's not that
Yeah.
bad. It's not that bad. I mean,
We love the Bestials.
I don't like it. I do like the
Bestials
Bestials,
are
but
really
I don't think I really care much for branded myself.
Yeah.
And I'm also like someone who likes playing
Branded
fusions as well.
Synchro.
but- Branded Synchro.
It's like branded Synchro.
That
It'll
deck is
change.
interesting.
It will change your perspective on branded. You still get to use your purple cards, and you get to use the white cards.
If you're able to like get to turn 2.
No, see the thing is, branded fusion is just a follow-up. You're trying to like use the Bestials and the girls because they're also tuners.
Oh, okay. So you do those synchro first, then you branded fusion.
No, you do the synchros, and then like if
Oh,
like,
wait, I
if
thought
bring
you
an
weren't allowed
impressive
to
board,
do-
yeah, you go.
Yeah.
So you make an impressive enough board to survive the turn, and you branded fusion follow.
Oh, okay.
Or like you'll use like Cartesia to make the one the
During your opponent's turn.
Yeah, or no, you can use like so your turn 1 board can be like seals. It look like a Dragon Link board with like a branded monster.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, so you,
No,
and then like you'll have like and then you'll
That's
have
funny.
and then you'll have like 2 or 3 Bestials in hand, and then like Etude, the continuous spell that nobody plays, is a macrocosmo when you have a Bestial on board. So
which one is it?
Etude of the branded.
Etude of
it
the
was a
branded?
common in like the last set.
Oh, okay.
For Duelist Nexus. Yeah, if you control a branded, no, you control a Bestial, it's a floodgate. Like anything they send to the grave for material for a Link Fusion or Link Fusion.
If only it's a
Synchro.
branded banished face down. That would
Yeah.
be-
Face
right.
down.
But no, but they
Maybe
get
maybe
banished. I mean, anything but cash. But then everybody is cash is enemy number 1 still. So,
yeah.
Cash sucks. I want that deck to die too.
dang, you only pick one. So let's just say
I want both.
let's agree to disagree and just both hate cash.
We'll split it there.
It's
in the
like that
middle.
deck is annoying
We'll
too.
split it there.
Even though
Yeah.
it's not that bad anymore.
It's not that bad. Just
I don't know.
our birth to 1. I
No,
think Birth is the
I can play
problem.
Birth at 1. You can do that.
Yeah, you could do
I
that
think you could
because
still
you're
search
playing
Birth. Birth is just one search
or
away.
birth and unicorn. I want got it. But
Unicorn to 1. I don't know. I think I
he just
tell
wants to keep the Fenrir.
I tell everybody no matter what, if any of them aren't 1, I'm probably still gonna play them. It's a free body for
It is a
nothing
body.
essentially, and if it can add another card, then
They're gonna put the 2 good ones to 1, and you're gonna have to play the water one.
fine. Fine, we're playing the water one. I don't care.
I don't even know what it does. I think
He
that's on-
banishes one from the deck. You flip cards, you reveal
Okay.
5, banish one of them in the lineup, and then the rest go back on top of the deck in the same order. But I mean, he's still a beat stick. He is a water. He still does what he needs to do.
That card's
Fair
fair.
enough.
But anyway,
Appreciate
appreciate you coming over and being on. And if you have any last shout outs, go ahead and give them up.
You know, shout out to Ultra OK. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button.
Yes, please do.
Appreciate
Dude,
it.
it's hard out here trying to
It's
get those,
hard out here. I know.
subscriptions. I'm
And
telling
I
you.
mean,
but-
it's hot outside, and
it's
especially
really
if y'all
hot.
watching this from the south. Go ahead and like and subscribe and watch all the other episodes.
Please and thank you.
Please
we
and thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for when new videos are uploaded.